Alright, now for the leaves are done basically the same way as doing the petals. I'm going to come in with a large round carbide first, establish the flow, and then from there I'll come in with a smaller diamond and texture them out. It's much the same way as this. I might leave it more rough textured, a larger texture instead of such a fine texture as on the petals, and that'll give it definition and separate it from the petals themselves. So starting with the number 10 round carbide, I'm doing the exact same thing that I did on the petals themselves. I'm initially roughing in the detail, the level of everything. I'm establishing the flow, and that's really the most important piece here. Now I'm doing the petal, the leaves last. All right, that's my choice. That's just kind of my workflow, how I go about doing it. If you choose to do the petals and the leaves and, do everything all at once, you're welcome to do it. I mean, you're the one carving your project. You've got to develop your own workflow that works for you, that makes it comfortable for you to carve. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm establishing the veining of the leaves. I want to make sure that the veins are the way I want them. I've chosen for this carving to have the veins, as we're looking down at the top of the leaves here, the vein section is depressed. You could do it the other way around. You could make it raised. Look at your reference material and decide what you want to do. It's completely up to you. I'm putting a little bit of movement in the leaf. The leaf doesn't come out straight. If you hold up a real leaf, it's going to kind of be a little bit wavy, especially on the ends, on the edges of the leaf. And so I'm adding that into this carving. The number 10 carbide round is phenomenal for removing material quickly. You can see all the sawdust that is kicked off, and it works really fast. I can go in there, I can establish what I want to establish, and knock it out without much trouble. Again, I want to state very clearly, very succinctly here, do not over press this handpiece. If you are stopping that burr from spinning in the wood, you are being too aggressive. Ease up a little bit. You want it to just nice and smooth. Let the tool do the work. You just guide it, direct it. You got to hold on to that handpiece, make it go where you want it to go, but let the tool do the work itself. That's the easiest way to do it. Now I'm finishing up the roughing out stage here on the leaves. What's the next thing I'm going to do? Well, quite simply, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did on the petals. I'm going to switch over to a smaller round carbide to get the rest of this done. I'm going to go around the edge of the petals. I want that distinct differentiation between the petal coming out and the leaf underneath it. I'm just going straight to it, and I'm following the same flow with the petals and the leaves, okay? The leaves come out, they come out in a certain way. Study your reference material. And I'm just refining those edges. I'm making the veining and the texturing on the leaves more refined and basically just the way I want it. All right, you can turn the leaf up, you can turn the leaf down, give it that little rolling flow on the edge. Right there, I really want to create a good, solid separation between the petal and the leaf. And in future training videos, when we get into the intermediate and advanced level stuff, we will create an actual distinct separation and undercut in the petals and leaves to show that there is a differentiation, to create a cast shadow. If you know anything about relief carving in general, creating a cast shadow is a great way to create depth and distinction in your carvings.